Master of Sass, Ninjaball Run. Sensei Wu was making the ninja go through a very unusual training exercise. Lloyd was doing a one-handed handstand with Zane balancing on his feet, Kai and Jay in Zane's arms, Cole standing on Zane's head, Irene balancing on Cole's shoulders, and Wu pouring himself a cup of tea while standing on Irene's shoulders. Irene silently prayed he didn't spill any. Focus. In order to bear the fate of Ninjago on your shoulders, you must first learn to bear the weight of all of us, Wu said. Irene could feel Lloyd wobbling a little. Focus, Wu repeated, drinking his tea. Sensei, I'm starting to think this was a bad idea, Jay said. Yeah, Sensei, he's just a kid, Cole added. In order for him to succeed, we must all trust in one another, Wu said sagely. Sensei, every day you sound more and more like a fortune cookie disguised as an old man, Irene said. Kai snorted. There was a rumbling sound from outside, and a wrecking ball crashed into the wall of the dojo, the impact knocking everyone to the ground. What was that? Cole asked as everyone got up. There were two guys in hard hats standing outside the hole. Dareth came running through the detestable bead curtain, yelling, Whoa, whoa, whoa! This wasn't supposed to happen until tomorrow. Tomorrow? Let me see that order, one hard hat worker said to the other. He got handed a clipboard. Oh, yeah, my bad. Sorry about that. We'll be back in the morning. They got back in their vehicle and drove away. Dareth groaned as he picked up a trophy all bent out of shape. Dareth, what is all this about? Cole asked. Well, I fell behind on some of my payments, and some developer named Darnagom Enterprises is buying the entire block to put in some stupid frisbee golf course, Dareth explained. They say if I don't come up with 50,000 by tomorrow, the dojo is gone. But we already lost the bounty. We can't lose the dojo now, Jay said. My trophies. Oh, my fake trophies, Dareth sobbed. Irene gently patted his back. Wait a minute, Zane said. Darnagom. If you rearrange the letters, it spells, Oh, Grandma? Jay guessed. Mad organ? Irene added. No, Garmadon, Kai told them. Right, Jay said with a laugh. That would make more sense. My dad is behind this? Lloyd asked. If he destroys the dojo, where will we train Lloyd? Cole wondered. Probably back in our musty little hole of an apartment, Irene reasoned. Cole gave her a look. Not helpful. Any chance you got 50,000 in that teapot of yours? Dareth asked Wu. Worry not, Dareth. You're not in this alone. We're all with you, Wu assured. Did someone say 50,000? Nia asked as she walked in. Jay gasped. You didn't happen to win the lottery. No, but I heard about Ninjaball Run, Nia said. Ninjaball Run? The others were confused. It's the biggest road race in Ninjago with a prize of 100,000 big ones, Nia explained. And it's tomorrow. I thank you, little lady fighter. But you're talking about the most dangerous race known to man. Only the most serious of racers even stand a chance, Dareth said. But didn't you just do a few upgrades on our ultrasonic raider? Kai said. Maybe we might stand a chance. And I can enter with my dragon, Lloyd chimed in. You did say I needed the practice. So it is, agreed, Wu said. You will all enter this Ninjaball Run to save the dojo. Irene felt a shiver of excitement down her spine. Are you still crying? Nia asked Dareth. Yes, he replied. But these are happy tears. Let's get one thing settled right now, Irene said. We are going to race, and we will win. You hear me? The ninja immediately nodded. We hear you, Kai said. The next morning, the ninja had the ultrasonic raider at the starting line. Lloyd was on the Ultra Dragon. The crowd was huge. Irene and Cole noticed Lloyd looked a little nervous. You look nervous, Lloyd. Are you okay? Cole asked. Nervous? Lloyd forced a laugh. Maybe for you guys. Do you want me to ride with you? Irene asked. Nah, that's okay. I can do this, Lloyd told her. Irene nodded and gave him a thumbs up. Nia was explaining her upgrades to the tank. One final thing. I installed a pretty cool upgrade, so if you're ever in a really tight spot, pull that lever because what it does... Her voice was drowned out by some boys from Darkleys loudly revving the engine of the school bus they'd modified. What? Kai said. Nia repeated. Pull that lever, because if you pull that lever, Her voice was drowned out by the announcer of the race. All right, the race is about to start, and officials are saying pit crews must take their places. Only under those circumstances and no other, Nia finished. We're about to begin, said the announcer. That's my cue. Gotta go. Good luck, Nia said as she hurried back to the stands. Huh? Wait, Nia, we couldn't hear you, Kai called after her. A couple more racers approached the starting line. Look, it's my dad, Cole said as the Royal Blacksmiths pulled up. They entered too? Irene giggled as she listened to them sing. Oh no, Jay moaned as his parents pulled up in their jalopy. Jay, Edna called, waving. Oh, look, he sees us, Ed. I see him, Edna. You don't have to embarrass the boy, Ed replied. Oh, was there anyone we don't have to compete against? Jay whined. With perfect comedic timing, a portal appeared, and Cruncha and Knuckle drove out in a skeleton-themed off-road vehicle and stopped right next to a van full of Captain Soda and his crew. At least we're not racing against my cousins Sam and Willie. Or Uncle Lewis, Irene said. She frantically looked around to make sure they weren't there, and sighed in relief. They're not here. They all piled into the ultrasonic grader as the announcer went over the rules and the race course. I don't know, guys. If we're going to save the dojo, we're going to have to beat some pretty stiff competition, Kai said. I told you yesterday, we're going to race and we're going to win. If I'm wrong, I'll buy you a cake and go through a trial of your choosing, Irene promised. That's sure, huh? I'll hold you to it, Cole said. The red light appeared, then the yellow light. On your mark, get set. The green light came on. Ninjaball, go! All the racers took off, but the left traction belt on the ultrasonic grader came loose, and the tank slowed to a stop. What happened? Zane asked. We've been sabotaged, Cole said. Irene stood up and shook her fists in the direction of the other racers, yelling, Gene, Brad, I'll get you for this. There was a good deal of snickering from the audience. The ninja got out to inspect the damage. Oh, great, we're already out of the race, Jay panicked. We can't quit now, not with everything that's on the line. Help me lift this thing, Cole ordered. Zane, Irene, and Cole lifted the traction support while Jay and Kai straightened the belt. The ninja climbed back in to cheers from the crowd. So that's how this is gonna go. All right, guys, let's do this, Kai said, and they took off. Hey, Irene, how'd you know who sabotaged us? Jay asked. Easy. The boys from Darkleys were revving their engine to drown out Mia's voice. Considering their tendency to be annoying and evil and remember their love of dirty tricks, and they are the most likely culprits, Irene explained as they hurried to catch up. They soon came upon Crash Course Canyon and passed the pirates' wrecked van. Yeah, we're no longer in last, Jay cheered. Things are looking up. A familiar flying pirate ship appeared in the sky above them. Oh no, Garmadon, Kai exclaimed. What? Jay cried. Just our rotten luck, Irene complained. He's aiming the cannons at us. We're sitting ducks. There's nowhere to run, Jay yelled. Irene noticed a large scaly shape flying toward the bounty. Oh, out of the way, Lloyd yelled as the Ultra Dragon crashed into the ship just as the cannon fired, narrowly missing the ninja. You rock, Green Bean, Irene whooped. Nice going, Lloyd, Kai called. You saved us, Cole said. I did? Yeah, I did, Lloyd said. Hey, what do you say we work together? Yeah, I say let's show them what we ninja are all about, Jay agreed. Ninja, go, they all shouted, heading toward Birchwood Forest. They passed by the Royal Blacksmiths, wiped out in a snowdrift, still singing merrily. Aw, man. Cole was disappointed that his father was out of the race. We'll never get through those trees to catch up, Kai said. I'll find a shortcut, Lloyd said. Up, boy, he commanded the dragon. The Ultra Dragon promptly obeyed. Whoa, you actually went up. Irene watched him fly away. After a minute or so, he came back. Follow me, he instructed. Kai drove the ultrasonic grader after him. Wow, he's getting the hang of it, Jay commented. And it looks like we've made up the lost time, Cole added. I might not even have to buy that cake, Irene said. Cole looked at her in shock. Dude, we're gonna win, Irene told him. The skeleton came up behind the ninja and fired a grapple hook at the Ultra Dragon's leg. They swerved wildly, making Lloyd and the dragon crash into the snow. The skeletons crashed as well. Oh no, Lloyd's down, Irene cried worriedly. He'll be fine. He kept us in the race, too, Cole assured. They made it to the glacier barracks. Kai glanced at a monitor to see the remaining racers were all behind them. Finally, nothing can stop us now. The engine sputtered and the ninja heard a beeping noise. Oh no, we've used up all of our fuel, Zane cried. We're not going to make it to the finish line. Oh, I don't want to say it, guys, but I think our goose is cooked, Jay said. There was a loud honking noise as Jay's parents pulled up alongside the Ninja. You guys look like you could use a hand there, Ed called. We heard on the radio that you're all trying to save Darren's dojo. Oh yeah, we're so proud of you, son, Edna added. Oh, thanks, Mom, but we're out of gas, Jay said. Ooh, then take ours, Edna suggested. Huh? But how? If we stop, we'll lose the lead, Jay said. Well, then we'll just have to do this the hard way, son, Ed said as he got out a fuel hose. Edna took the wheel, and Ed got up and moved to the outside of the car and opened the filler cap. He stuck one end of the fuel hose in and held the other end out to Jay. Take this end, son. Jay got out and made his way to the back. He looked down and saw just how fast they were going. Keep it steady, he said, reaching the filler cap on the tank and opening it. Here you go, son, Ed said, handing the fuel hose to him. Jay took it and inserted it. Ready, Dad. Jay's father pulled a lever to start fuel transference. Irene looked back at the bounty to see several serpentine get thrown off. A few of them fell onto a vampire-bitten bus that was quickly approaching. We've got company, guys, Cole said. A couple snakes jumped onto the ultrasonic grader. Ninja, go, Jay shouted, knocking them off with spinjitzu. Need some help, guys. We've got your back, Zane said as he and Cole climbed up top. Ninja, go, he knocked a constricti off with spinjitzu. And another one bites the dust, Irene snickered. Cole took out a vampire by the fuel hose, and Jay got him an Amari that had landed on the jalopy. A hypnobari landed in front of Zane. Look into my eyes, Ninja. To avoid the hypnotic gaze, Zane turned his head 180 degrees. Ugh, that is so gross. He was pelted with snowballs thrown by Cole and Jay. Hey, down here, Cole yelled. Now, Zane, shouted Jay. Zane turned his head back around. Ninja, go. He knocked the hypnobari off with spinjitzu. The snake fell onto the jalopy and grabbed the steering wheel, causing it and the ultrasonic grader to swerve out of control. Behind them, the other racers tried to swerve out of the way, but everyone ended up in a huge pileup of vehicles ahead. Wait, stop, Jay shouted, jumping out and running towards his parents to check on them. Oh, thank goodness you're okay, he said, relieved. Oh, we're fine, son, Ed assured him. Just wish I could say the same for the old jalopy. Yeah, shame she didn't get to the finish line, Edna said. Jay spotted a loose headlamp and pried it off. I'll make sure a part of it will, he promised, running back and sticking the lamp on the ultrasonic grader just as Kaya started the engine. Let's go. We got a dojo to save. They took off for the Badlands. Irene hoped that they could overtake Garmadon. They soon came in sight of the city, with Garmadon just ahead. Looks like it's just us and Garmadon, Cole said. This time, let's make sure the good guys don't finish last, Kaya declared, shifting gears. Irene whooped as the ultrasonic grader sped past the bounty. She couldn't quite make out what Garmadon was yelling, but she could guess. She saw Garmadon point the mega weapon at the ground in front of them and it glowed. The Badlands cracked and shifted, forming an insurmountable gap. Huh? Kai hit the brakes and stopped right at the edge of the chasm. Garmadon flew overhead. Oh, that's totally cheating, Jay complained. Guys, it's impossible to cross that divide, Zane observed. I don't believe in impossible, Irene said. Can you create a tangible illusion of a bridge that can bear our weight? Zane asked. No, the tank is too heavy, Irene replied. Oh, we're not going to win now, Jay cried, watching Garmadon get closer to the finish line. Wait a minute, this ain't over, Kai said, putting the tank in reverse. Everybody hang on. He accelerated toward the canyon. You do know we're headed straight for that cliff, right? Jay said. You sure that's a good idea? I haven't had time to think it through, Kai answered. Oh, what was it that Sensei said? You gotta have trust. Yeah, in each other, not in miracles, Cole yelled. Hey, the lever, what does it do? Irene shouted. We're gonna find out. Oh, Nia, don't fail us now, Kai said. As they reached the chasm, Kai shouted, all right, now! He pulled the lever. The bottom part fell off as the ultrasonic grader transformed into a jet. Irene, Jay, Zane, and Cole used spinjitzu to get on the jet as they flew over the gap and caught up to Garmadon. They were neck and neck as they approached the finish line. They crossed the finish line and Kai landed the jet. They were swarmed by fans cheering for them. Ninja, 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 the crowd chanted, lifting the ninja up on their shoulders. I won. Clearly I passed the finish line first, Garmadon protested, getting out of the bounty. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. The announcer's voice rang out over the loudspeakers, and everyone looked up at the big screen to see who had won. The picture showed that the ninja had won by a headlight, specifically the one Jay had borrowed from his parents' car. Yes, I knew it would bring us luck, Jay whooped, holding the light up high. No, that's not fair, Garmadon whined. That wasn't even part of the vehicle in the first place. It's not even street legal. My ship was... Your ship? Lloyd interrupted, standing on the deck of the bounty with the Ultra Dragon. I believe this belongs to us. No, 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 Garmadon yelled. The cops soon showed up. All right, Garmadon, you're coming with us, an officer told him. Out of nowhere, the vampire-turned bus drove up and the door opened to reveal Scales. Look who needs who now, the Hypnobrite General gloated. Garmadon jumped on the bus and escaped once again. Somehow, Sensei, I don't think that will be the last we're going to see of him, Nia said to Wu as the winners of the Ninjaball run gathered around their prize. A trophy that was bigger than Lloyd and filled to the brim with money. Dareth was indescribably overjoyed. We did it! We did it! Woohoo! We saved the dojo! Oh, look what I can do! Cannonball! He jumped into the trophy, making everyone laugh. They split the prize money, Dareth getting the $50,000 he needed to keep the dojo and the ninja getting the rest. They moved out of the musty apartment and back on the bounty. Good riddance to that nasty, spider-infested hole in the wall, Irene had said. During dinner, Irene announced, I have a proposition for you all. Everyone looked at her. What is it? Wu asked. We take tomorrow off. Are you kidding? What about Lloyd's training? Kai asked. I'm about to address this very issue if you would just sit still and shut up for 5 minutes, Irene told him. There was a round of snickering as Kai turned red. Yes, training is important, but so is rest. We need to take breaks every so often or we'll wear ourselves out. My cousin Sam likes to go to the gym, and he told me that it's better to only work out 3 days a week instead of every day, so the muscles can have a chance to rest and recover. The same with Lloyd's training. He needs some time to process what he's learned and rest his muscles, Irene explained. We need a break too. We love you, Lloyd, but you can be a handful sometimes. And I know Sensei needs a break from us too. So I am forcing you all to take tomorrow off and relax and have fun. What about never putting off until tomorrow what can be done today? Zane asked. Irene replied, we can't and shouldn't put off till tomorrow taking a break. It's not like the final battle is going to happen as soon as the sun rises. We have a little time and we will use it to prepare ourselves for hard work by taking a little time to play. I cannot argue with that logic, Wu said. Tomorrow will be our day off.